you guys, it is currently the morning time here in my pig room. If you guys are just joining this channel for the first time, welcome, hello, my name is Austin. I am the owner of 11 guinea pigs. Here in this room, it is constantly busy. I'm always having to do something with taking care of this many animals. And I know a lot of you guys have always been interested in my routines for my piggies and showing what I do every single day. So why not bring you guys along through a typical morning routine with my guinea pigs? So just to show you guys, here is what their room looks like. My piggies have their own designated room to themselves. As you guys can see, we do not do small cages over here. I make sure to go above and beyond for my piggies. So I'll give you guys a breakdown of the piggies I have in each of my cages. So right here we have my trio, which is Winston, Ariel, and Fifi, and they live in a 3x7. On the opposite side of the room, we have my herds cage, which is made up of one male who's Vision, and then 3 girls, which is Willow, Wanda, and Dorothy. Down below, we have the bottom neighbors, which is my 2 bonded males, Louie and Mr. Styles. They're my little One Direction pigs. Over here, we have my rescue piggy, who I actually rescued a couple months ago, who was dumped outside. So he's just a temporary foster until we go ahead and find him his new home. And then over here, we have my duo, which is Ollie, my naked guinea pig, and then Eris, who is just snoozing away. So first thing is first is I like to kind of see the damage that they've done overnight to their cages. So last night, I actually went ahead and gave them all spot cleans. So they were looking very pristine before I went to bed. And now, as you guys can see, we're looking a little messy. We've got some poop scattered throughout the cage. They love to actually bring out their hay from the litter box and kind of disperse it amongst there. Fifi's not really using the litter box right now, and she's enjoying her hay just outside of it, but that is completely fine. That's why I love these pig mats, because they do a really, really great job at actually absorbing the pee. And if you guys don't know, actually I get this question quite often. People are always like, why do you put like their hay or their food in their potty area? And that's a great question, and I think that could be kind of confusing to people who do not know guinea pigs. So they actually poop where they eat the most. They still poop when they're not eating, as you guys can see, because they have no control over the bowel movements. But for the most part, they do a majority of their droppings when they are eating. So you guys can see a whole lot of poop, lots of spoiled hay as well from being peed on. So a majority of the mess actually stays in here, which is why I love these litter boxes. You guys can actually purchase them on our website. So that's where the majority of the mess kind of collects, and I have to change these out at least once or twice a week, depending upon how messy they are. Look how cute Winston and Ariel are right now, just snoozing away, having a sleepover with each other. You guys are so stinking cute. We'll move on down to their neighbors. I apologize if it's a little dark, you guys. I still need to actually get some lights for around here to kind of light up this cage, but we're actually not looking that bad. Although I will say Ollie and Eris love to go under their pig mat because they actually have a heating pad which stays nice and warm in this area. So they love to be cozy, they love to be warm, especially my naked piggy over there, because he does get cold quite easier because he has no fur. So I do have a feeling that we're gonna find a lot of poop under there. So funny too, everyone is just napping right now. Everyone's still not up, which is so funny. But here is the herds cage. Again, same dealio. We have tons and tons of hay scattered throughout the cage. This cage actually gets a little bit messier than my other ones just because I have the most amount of piggies in this one, which is 4 pigs. So that means we do have more poop and more pee. So I actually end up cleaning this cage out twice a week because it gets that dirty. Down here, this I honestly feel like is probably one of my most messiest cages. Like in the amount of only like 12 hours, this thing I cleaned last night and it's already looking crazy. My boys are just so messy and they really don't give a crap, or they really do give a crap because there's so many of them. But yeah, my 2 boys, Louie and Mr. Styles, are they're very messy. What are you doing in there? Are you munching on your hay in there? Huh? Oh my God, there's so many poops in there too. Yeah, so with naked guinea pigs, they do end up actually pooping a whole lot more than haired guinea pigs. So that kind of explains why there is a lot more compared to some of the other cages. This is probably one of the top questions that I actually get here on this channel or on Instagram, any of my platforms. A lot of people are curious because they see when I'm actually spot cleaning my cages in my videos that it just looks so easy and the hose actually never gets jammed. And that's actually because I purchased the larger shop vac from Home Depot. They do have smaller versions of this one, which are like kind of like half the size. I was like, you know what? I got like a lot of piggies, so I feel like it makes sense to get the bigger one. Also, I love this one because the nozzle, like the actual hose, is a lot bigger. The smaller one is like half the size, so when it comes time to like actually suck up hay and stuff, this thing would get clogged like all the time. So I have no issues with this one. It does such a good job, such a breeze, super fast. Honestly, I feel like this is kind of a need when it comes to using fleece for guinea pigs. I have tried the handheld vacuums, which I've purchased from Amazon. I think I've like tried 2 out. My piggies do not actually like them, and I don't don't either because they get clogged like way too much and you have to like empty them out like constantly. But the sound that they make is just really high pitched and my piggies don't really like that. This one is more, it's loud. This one's loud, don't get me wrong, but it's definitely more of a deeper sound. With the handheld vacuums, it's more of like a buzzy, high pitched sound. My piggies do not like that and are very scared of that sound. So they actually prefer this one. And when it comes to me, I wanna make sure my piggies are as comfortable as possible. So if they prefer the big construction vacuum over the little one, I'm gonna use this one. Oh my goodness, you guys. I literally just realized I was not filming the entire thing of cleaning out their cage. I am so sorry. Well, I just went ahead and spot cleaned. As you guys can see, it was looking really messy before. Did I even show you guys? I don't even know. But yeah, there was a lot of poop everywhere and now it's looking much better. I went ahead and actually changed up the orientation of their cage. I love to do that when it comes to spot cleaning their cages, just to kind of give them something new to explore every single day. I went ahead and changed out the layout of all their hidey houses and tunnels and toys and stuff like that. So now that gives them a little bit of time to just kind of have enrichment. And then also I went ahead and topped up their hay as well. So they're currently all just munching down. I also wanted to mention to you guys that a lot of my piggies actually sit like this with their little kukas sitting out actually inside the litter box. And they tend to pee and poop on the outside and not inside the litter box. So because of that, I actually like to use these pig mats around the perimeter of the cage. So that way they absorb the pee and the main liner actually lasts a little bit longer. So if you guys are looking for a little tip, I definitely recommend using a pig mat around the perimeter of your litter box because I'm sure you guys have piggies like this too. I love to give them at least one new toy a day. So we're gonna go ahead and give them a hay roll up and we'll see if Vision actually wants it. Do you want this toy, buddy? What's that? Oh, yummy. You like that? So I value enrichment like to another level. I think it's so important for piggies to be happy. So I do love to give them a pig room toy at least once a day to give them something to do and to enrich their minds. Piggies do get bored very, very easily. So by providing them something like this that they can actually enjoy and eat, and also something that's good for them, it's just really enriching for their lives. So while the ladies are over here munching on their oyster grass over here, Vision will be enjoying this. I also wanted to mention to you guys, I actually buy the Oxbow orchard grass hay from Chewy. This is the 75-pound box. If you guys don't know, they actually sold their company not that long ago, so it's now owned by someone else. And ever since they sold it, the quality of their hay has gone down dramatically. I have never in my life ever seen orchard grass this crunchy and this hard before. I feel like it's just such a waste because the piggies don't actually end up eating half of what's in this box. Like they only want the really soft bits, which is, in my opinion, the orchard grass. And this feels like first cut Timothy hay, which my piggies are not a fan of. It just seems like a blend that's not 100% orchard grass, which is kind of a letdown because I feel like I only get use out of half this box and the rest just goes to waste. But yeah, if you guys are noticing differences in your hay, that's probably why, because they're not doing as many of checks on their quality, or maybe they're just getting the hay from somewhere else, like a different manufacturer. So yeah, not the proudest of this quality, but nonetheless, it does get the job done. But I'm definitely thinking about looking at other suppliers to actually check out some new hay. So we'll see about that. Welcome to Winston, Ariel, and Fifi's cage. We're gonna go ahead and start spot cleaning theirs. So I just like to go ahead and take out all of their items from their cage. Oh goodness, look at all that poop on the bunk bed. Gross, but good that it's been well loved. This is also pretty wet, so I'm gonna have to wash this and take that out. I just like to take everything out of their cage to make it easier for me to work around. So I'll take out all their hidey houses and tunnels and toys. And these pig mats are seriously the best because all you literally have to do is just roll them up and dump them out. And then I'll just scoop up the hay that fell out of the litter box with my hands and then dump that into the trash. Just get up as much as I possibly can. And we'll move this. And they did a good amount of pooping on this pig mat. So we'll roll this one up as well and dump that out. And then we'll just go ahead and put back their pig mats. Do this one like that. And then we'll put their litter box back. And then we'll switch up their layout. So I'll put the house there this time. Get their toys. We'll do this here and then this tunnel there. So funny how you make like the smallest change with just like switching around some of their hidey houses and they act like it's a brand new cage. Just look at them exploring. So they actually destroyed their toys last night. So we only have a rattan heart and a Timothy hoop. So we're definitely in need of some new toys. So let's go ahead and give them some. I'm thinking that we should give them a Timothy kebab because they love these ones. They go crazy over it. And we'll hook that up right here for them so they can just munch and crunch. And then I'm also gonna give them one of our hay roll-ups. You guys want this? It's a new toy. I'm gonna put that right there for you guys to enjoy. And they go right for it. And they may play tug of war or Winston will just walk off with it because he really loves them. He's so funny with putting his paw on it. He's like, that is mine. I love giving my piggies a new toy at least once a day. Just because enrichment is super, super important to have happy and healthy piggies because their brains get very, very bored very easily. So by providing them something like this, it helps to enrich their minds and have more stimulation in their life. So they'll be occupied for at least an hour or two, which makes me feel really good. And then once they're done working on that, they can just move to our Timothy kebab, and that'll keep them busy for like almost an entire day. It takes them a while to get through that. They're running low on hay, so let's go ahead and top that up. Just get a nice big handful. And then try not to make a mess. We're definitely gonna have to vacuum after all this, so I guess it doesn't really matter, but I try to just keep as much of the hay in my hand as possible. That will give them a nice big mound. I love giving them mounds of hay just because they love to burrow, especially Winston. So by providing them something like this, it's obviously fresh hay, but also something for them to do and also kind of stimulates their natural behaviors with burrowing, so they'll enjoy that. Their cage is all nice and clean, so much better than what it was looking like before. So let's go ahead and move on to our last two. This cage is actually, obviously, as you guys can see from the angle, a lot harder to film, and that's only because it's on the bottom. Sorry about the lighting, but I did want to show you guys how I do end up actually cleaning the bottom cages because a lot of people are genuinely curious how I do it. Not the easiest job in the world, but it must be done, so I don't mind. Gotta make sure my piggies have a nice clean cage. So same process, I'll just take out everything from their cage, their toys, their pig mats, their hiding houses, which is just this tunnel right here, and then we'll shake this out. Hi, Mr. Ollie, how you doing? So they have their heating pad right here and it feels so cozy and warm. Oh my goodness, kind of jealous, guys. So we'll just again shimmy this out and get all the poop to one kind of section, and then I'll get my shop vac and then suck all these poops up. I always feel bad when I clean their cage because, especially for Ollie's sake, he always looks so cozy when he's like all snuggled up under the pig mat, and I hate to disturb him. So I always try to be as quick as possible with this. All right, we'll put your pig mats back. Put your little bed. And then we'll put your tunnel back right there. Of course, we can't forget about your toys. All right, piggies, you are all done. I'm gonna get you some hay now. Alrighty, Ollie and Eris's cage is all nice and clean. Last one to go. All nice and clean. I am so happy when all the cages are done. It makes me feel so good. I also went ahead and did Zane's off camera. He's currently checking out their neighbors. I think he's actually trying to get their hay from their litter box. He's been doing so well, you guys, and has really started to come out of his shell these last few weeks. Before, when I would be next to him, he would be hiding away, petrified of me. So the fact that I can be here with the camera right next to him and he's just out and about chilling, eating his hay is a super good sign that he's finally starting to feel comfortable. I definitely knew that it would take some time for him because after being dumped outside, I'm sure that really did some damage on his psyche. So I feel like he's now starting to feel like he's safe and also has someone who will never ever do that to him. This is a little long overdue. I actually need to cut some of the piggies' nails because they're getting a little bit long. So let's grab our first victim. All right, we got our good old boy, Mr. Winston, who's got very, very long nails. So we're gonna go ahead and cut those. And Mikey as well. He's always gotta join a pig room video, that's for sure. Winston can be a little squirmy sometimes, but for the most part, does pretty well. He's also a little bit of a nipper. He likes to bite me. Can you see this nail? Oh, thank you. All right, 1 foot done. I actually just wanted to show you guys. So he actually has 1 foot that has black nails. So I always, you guys can see the difference. I always go slower than this one because this one I can see the quick. This one, the black ones, I can't. So I have to go really, really slow and make sure I don't cut it. We don't want to hurt Mr. Winston. No, we don't. I know you're fed up. I get it. I would be too. You gotta get your back toes. 1, 2. Can we get this one too? 3. All right. I know. You're being such a trooper, bud. 1, 2. 1 more. 3. Just in the nick of time. Alrighty, Winston's all done. All right, now we got fluffy girl Ariel. Oh, really, Mikey? Alrighty, that was very easy. Ariel is done. All right, now we got Miss Fifi. She's my squirmy girl. I didn't even cut you. You're just being dramatic. Fifi is done. All right, now we got Willow. You're slipping away, Missy. Willow is done. Now we got Wanda. Wanda is done. Now we have Vision. Her nails are pretty good. Back ones could use a little cut though. Vision is done. Torture is done for the piggies. The rest actually looked pretty good with their nails, so they won't need one for about a week or so. Now it is time to go ahead and top up their water bottles and clean any if they need them and give them some fresh water. Now it is arguably the piggies' favorite time. As soon as they hear the door squeak and open, they know that it's pellet time. So I have their pellet dishes right here, which I always make sure to clean daily to get rid of any germs or any poops or pee that they may actually put in here. So the first one is for Winston, Ariel, and Fifi, my trio. So they each get 1/8 scoop of pellets right here. So we'll do 3 of these. This is their favorite time ever. They go literally so crazy, as you guys can hear. So we'll go ahead and give this to them. And then we have Mr. Styles and Louie. Because Louie is a skinny pig, I actually do double the amount. So they get 3 scoops as well, 1 for Mr. Styles and 2 for Louie. We have our big pellet dish, which is going to be for the herd. So we have 4 scoops for them. Vision, Wanda, Dorothy, and Willow. I don't actually have pellet dishes for Ollie and Eris, so I actually just put it inside their cage on top of their mats, and honestly, they kind of like it because it's kind of like foraging for them. And then we'll also give a scoop to Mr. Zane. All right, now the piggies will go ahead and start munching down on their pellets for the morning. I'm sure they'll go ahead and finish that very, very soon. Got our boys down here. Is it good, bud? I know you guys have the same thing for breakfast every single morning, but it tastes good, right? And then Mr. Zane is enjoying his breakfast. And then we got these piggies over here. They love to go and get a drink after a few bites of their pellets. It's the funniest thing in the world. They get so thirsty after eating like a piece or 2. And then of course we have Ollie and Eris, who I've told you guys like to hide under the pig mat, so I don't even think they are registering that it's breakfast time, but honestly, I'm gonna just let them do it. And then before I head off and do some stuff for work, I wanna make sure that I just do one last final enrichment thing for my piggies and kind of hook them up with something they really enjoy. So these are the Rosewood Natural Dandelion Delights forage. So it's just dried dandelion, very natural, very good for them as well. No other like filler ingredients that are bad for them. And I literally just like to sprinkle this on top of their hay and they can actually forage for it. And it's really, really good for their mind. So I'm gonna go ahead and sprinkle this on all their hay piles. And as you guys can see, the piggies really like it because they're already going for it. So I'll just grab a nice big handful because there's 4 piggies in here and just sprinkle that on top. I just realized I did not give them fresh hay. I'm so sorry, guys. Let's go ahead and get them a nice big pile, just because also Louie eats so much hay, so he definitely needs a good amount of it. We'll toss that in. All right, we'll grab our dandelion. Guys, it's your favorite. Is that yummies? We'll put some right here for Mr. Zane. Oh, is that good, bud? Yum. Guys, he's so stinking adorable. Oh my God. He still can't get over the fact that someone literally dumped him outside. That's just awful. Grab some for the trio. Oh, there's like a long piece in here. I'll give you guys a little bit more than that. There we go. Yummy, yummy, yummies. And then we'll give some to Ollie and Eris. There we go. Well guys, that was my morning routine. I really hoped you guys enjoy watching. If you did, make sure to leave this video a big thumbs up and subscribe for more videos every single week. And until then, I hope you and your piggies are happy, safe, and healthy. Bye guys.